And there we are. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming by this little old stream. Let me see what we've got going on here. Aha, there we are. And we've got a couple folks here already. Pay no attention to the rat behind the curtain as usual. I hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. It's been a bit while since I've done one of these streams, hasn't it? Yes, I've got a lot going on. And boy, I can't wait to tell you all about the things that I've been up to recently. But for now, I decided that I've had a little bit of spare time this weekend, and today would be a good time to do a bit of a live stream, one where I can really not only share a game with you all, because that's really fun, but also just kind of hang back, relax, chill, and catch up with folks. So we are going to be playing a more relaxed game today. It's a really cute one, actually, that I just recently put up in my coffee shop, and it is called Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. Now, as I'm sure you know, the simulator genre of games is quite expansive. There are a lot of different sim games out there. They've always been pretty, they've always been there, like some of the old, roller coaster simulator and that kind of stuff. But I've noticed in recent years the genre has really exploded. Like, a lot of my friends play House Flipper. That's a sim game that's really popular. They also like the Power Wash Simulator one. I'm not entirely sure why, but there has just been an influx of simulator type games. Who do we have here in the chat today? Everybody's being so quiet. Nobody's saying anything. I can see you though. I can see everybody who's here. That's all right. You're more than welcome to just hang out, chill, sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream. You can type !lurk in the chat if you want to just sort of sit back and relax. As a reminder, for the storied folks and as an update for folks who may be new here to the stream, you earn per points simply by watching as well as being active in the chat, and you can type !points to redeem them for all sorts of cool and interesting things. I do have a special redeem for this specific game, which you can check out. Basically, you will get to pick a name for one of the ducks in the Duck Simulator. Platinum is here. Hello, Platinum. Lovely to see you as always. Chatting with you is quite a pleasure, and I am excited to do a little bit more of that here. Obscura, hi. Hello, hello. So nice to see your friendly furry face here. I think this is the first time you've actually made it to one of my live streams, so that's really exciting. We've got some fun stuff in store here today. Now, it looks like our friendly neighborhood Streamlabs bot is ready to go, which means that we are ready to go too. So without further ado, I am going to transition on over. Magic potion. And we are ready and raring to go. So, let us go right ahead and get those ducks going. And all I'm saying is there'd better be a quack button. here we are. It is the pool. The pool is looking quite empty right now, but very soon it will be filled with our friendly, not feathery, more smooth and squeaky types of friends. So I'm gonna go right ahead and get started. Looks like we've got the infinity pool. And that is a DLC map that I have not unlocked because I don't have that DLC. But if you are interested, you can go to my coffee link down there at the bottom of the screen, check out the shop, get a little more DLC for the ducks. And it looks like we've got our first duck here. Now, you may have noticed that this duck is, by default, called Ducky. It's a pretty good name. It's a pretty good name for a rubber duck, but I don't know. I think we can do better. If you think you can do better, and you think you can come up with a more interesting or cool or exciting or special or fun name for this and any of the ducks that we see here, you can actually redeem by typing !duck name in the chat, and you will get to pick a name for these little duckies. I'm just gonna reorganize my settings very quickly. Platinum says, the potion that TFs the screen from a face cam to screen share. Basically, I mean, pretty much. Hello, Invincible Dragon. Welcome to the stream. I believe this is your first time here, unless you were previously known by a different moniker. And if not, hi, welcome on in. My name is Shetani, and we are going to be playing some games and hanging out and chatting here today. Hello, Noise Marines, another new viewer. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, a fun thing about this game is that you can't control where the ducks go. The ducks have a mind of their own. And you just come along for the ride. Speaking of which, I'm pretty sure you just noticed that there is a little mini pool. It's very cute. Oh, we got another duck! It does have a dedicated quack button. I am very excited. I'm very excited about the quacks. So we can switch from duck to duck. And you can also get kind of like a very zoomed out view of the pond. The pool is looking a little bit empty right now, but rest assured, it will soon start filling up. What is that? What is that out in the ocean? Is that a submarine? I better hope one of the ducks ends up in the smaller pool so I can get a better look at that. Oh, and you can also sit in the lounge chair. And get a nice view. Oh, this is a nice pool. And it looks like there's even a ladder down into the ocean if you wanted to go swimming. Ducks! No, you are correct. They are in fact ducks. Well spotted. Another thing to take note of is that little duck icon up in the top right over there slowly fills up. And when the icon fills, we get a new duck friend, which is pretty exciting. Alan! Sorry to disappoint, but I do not have hands. I have paws. Oh! Looks like we've got a new duck here! This is Polygon. Though, if you think the duck should have a different name, you know what to do. Exclamation point duck name. And you will get to name one of the ducks. Ooh, this one is glowy. Whoa, whoa. That's a cool effect. You can zoom pretty far in on these ducks. Oh. Stand on the slide. What is that? Can I get a better look at it? I think it might be an island. Oh no, ducky's going up the tube. It is a very high poly duck. Look at that. Extra textured. I think this duck is higher quality than the actual rubber ducks that I own. Oh, there's like a golf ball down there at the bottom of the pool. You see that? That's interesting. Is it gonna do the thing? Streamlabs, please do the thing. Looks like Streamlabs didn't do the thing, but Obscura, which duck would you like to name Quacky McQuackface? You get to choose your favorite. We've got this one, this one, and this one. Or you can wait about 10 seconds and we're gonna get a brand new duck. Oh. Oh. We have the moss duck. How is it floating? Alright, where did you go? There you are. Collection. Quacky McQuackface. Nice! Alright. Quacky McQuackface is definitely enjoying their new name. What is that thing? I think it's an island. Because it's not moving, and it seems to be made of sand. I think there's a crab on it. It's really hard for me to say. Platinum says, this feels like a game that would have a lot of mods for pools and ducks. I don't know about mods, but they do have a couple different DLC packs that add more ducks and different pools. And I believe the... Oh, it's snowing. I guess we've got a sudden snow shower going on. And I believe the other maps have like fun new features and stuff. Oh, that snow is really coming down, but thankfully it doesn't look like it's sticking. I think something just flew by, but it might have been a stray polygon. It is tropical snow. Alright. Let's get a nice view of the pond where we can just sit back and watch all of the duck antics. Oh. I heard a boat. I don't see one passing by, though. Maybe it's hidden in the fog. New duck. Pride. Oh, it's so cute. Look at it. Sorry if I bumped the mic. I was just too excited by the pride duck. What? Oh no. What if it's Ash? Well, you might not be wrong. I don't see any other people or dwellings. It could be nuclear fallout. Just saying. Platinum says, on the topic of ducks, have you ever done one of the play till you win claw machines exclusively for rubber ducks? I don't think I've actually seen one of those in person, though I can definitely understand the concept. I would love to do a claw machine, a ducky claw machine. Claw machines are really fun. At least I remember from my youth that they were fun. My parents probably didn't enjoy how much money I spent on them, considering the toys that you typically get in the claw machines are worth considerably less than how much you have to spend to win one, but anyway, that's the whole point of them. Virtual claw machines are fun too. Like I have a friend who I watched play the Yakuza games, and those are like super in-depth with the amount of content. And there are actual neighborhoods with arcades in them, and within the arcades you can play arcade games. And I think there was a quest where you had to get a specific toy for a lady that you were seeing. And so my friend spent like 4 hours. It was just like a side quest, but he spent a long time playing the arcade game in Yakuza to get this, I think it was like a chicken from the crane game. That was pretty fun to watch. Nico, hello, hello. Long time no see indeed. Happy to see you here on this lovely Sunday afternoon. We are just chilling out and hanging out and watching some ducks, because it is the Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. Oh, now I see the boat, now that the skies have cleared. And there it is off on the horizon. It is slowly but surely chugging its way along. Polygon is a good duck. Oh, we've got a new duck. It is a panda duck, or a pan duck. Do you think anyone has a panda duck hybrid as a fursona or an OC? You know, we furries can be pretty creative with our characters, especially when it comes to the hybridization. But a panda and a duck, now that is a rather specific one. And I wonder if anyone's ever done that before. Probably not, but now I want to make one. Yes. Well, the sky is the limit, so go right ahead. What would a panda duck be like? It would really depend on which characteristics you chose to pick from the two contributing species. I feel like a panda duck hybrid would definitely be very cute and chubby. It's like a requirement, really. Especially if they were like a rubber duck panda. Like a rubber panda duck. Yes, Nico, all is well. I'm having a great day. I'm so excited to be here and just hanging out and chatting and relaxing with folks. Part of the reason I picked this game to stream is that I have had quite a busy couple of months recently. And this is a more chill game where I don't really have to focus on gameplay or like describing action to you folks. So it's a good opportunity for us to just kind of chat and hang out and chill and vibe, as the kids say. So if folks want to, ask me any questions or talk about what's been going on recently, this would be a pretty good opportunity. I know that people on Twitch do like just chatting type streams. I think that's one of the stream categories, and it's a pretty popular one from what I understand of my friends who are Twitch streamers. I often don't really do just like sitting and talking live streams because I can often be at a loss for what to say. But I figured that with the game as well, it'll be like 2 levels of interaction. So I don't have to focus too much on holding a conversation. My gosh, this weather is just unbelievable. Snowing again. I mean, it's not even winter time. Or maybe we're in the southern hemisphere, who knows? Platinum says, I own a couple of rubber ducks. I like to throw them at my brother whenever he's around. If anyone here is familiar with the game Team Fortress 2, they have Halloween events where you play carnival games and you have to collect little rubber ducks for points. And there's a wizard named Erasmus, and he makes the ducks appear. And when he does, he yells, "Bonus ducks!" And the ducks just appear on the map. So one time, I had a lot of rubber ducks for some reason. I don't remember why. I think, like, a relative had just picked them all up off the side of the road or something. And I had all these ducks, and I just went over to my cat, who was sleeping on my chair, and I just yelled, "Bonus ducks!" And I dumped them all on top of her, and she flipped out. It was pretty fun. No harm came to the kitty. She was just startled is all. Point being, ducks are very fun to project at people and animals. Nico says, I've been doing alright, just taking care of myself, and it's going good. Great, that's fantastic to hear. Yes, Obscura, there are pancans, panda toucan hybrids. I have seen a few of those around. I don't know if we're meant to understand what's being said on the radio, but I certainly can. Before the cheese, there were rubber ducks. I've also got a foam cheese wedge. And yes, I did pick it up from a circle. That was at Anthro, New England last year. Anthro, New England 2022. Vera Sergel made a whole bunch of cheese wedges and like left them around the convention for people to find. That was really fun. I forgot to bring it to Vernal Equinox, which would have been a good prop for reasons, but I forgot a lot of things when preparing for Vernal Equinox. It's alright though, because I had a great time anyway. So I did not go to Anthro, New England this year. Typically, when I can attend physical conventions, I really only have the resources to do one a year. So for 2023, I picked Vernal Equinox, which is a convention in Toronto, Canada, namely for a couple of reasons. One of them being I have been trying to get to this con for years, and it just hadn't happened before now. Tons of life factors, of course the pandemic, restricting travel and all kinds of things. So I kind of got a little bit nervous, like, if I don't do this now, I might not ever have a chance to. So I really put all my resources into making sure that I could get to Fernal Equinox because I've got a lot of really cool friends in Toronto whom I've only ever interacted with online, and I really was hoping for a chance to meet them in person. Also, I had a fantastic experience with Fernal Equinox as a virtual dealer and panelist for their online iterations in 2021 and 2022. And like, the staff was fantastic. They were super accommodating. The accessibility features were really impressive to me and folks that I care about. And I was just really gunning for the chance to be able to go and visit and support the convention in person. So just less than a month ago, I came back from Fernal Equinox, and boy, that was an amazing experience. Speaking of amazing experiences, look at that sunset. Let me get back into the chair. Wow. That is gorgeous. Very picturesque. You can even, I think the clouds are moving. They might not be, but it's okay. Very aesthetic. But yeah, Fernal Equinox was an absolute blast. I am still working on my con write-up from that convention and my con video. Ooh! Ooh, shiny! Nice! Oh, heck yeah. We got the lights, we got the glow, we got the spotlights on the palm tree. This pool is really hopping. Platinum says, if the snow was indeed fallout and the rubber ducks are somehow able to quack, have the souls of the once living taken refuge in the ducks then? Polygon, what do you think? He has no beak, and he must quack. He does have a beak. It just doesn't open. I hear typing. Got a bunch of duckies taking the slide. Right, so Fernal Equinox. I spent a lot more time in the moment at that convention than I was expecting to, which does tend to happen to me with conventions. I believe it was Anthro New England 2019? Yes, 2019, which was the last con I went to before the pandemic. The convention fell on my birthday, and I was like, I'm just gonna have a cool time here and celebrate my birthday, and you know, everybody always takes pictures and videos at furry conventions, so I'm sure I'll be able to find pictures of myself online afterwards. But it's often really hard to do that, especially a couple years ago. I didn't really get as many memories from that con as I was expecting, so I was like, oh no, I can't even make a con video because I didn't even record enough footage. So I made a note to not do that again in the future. Fernal Equinox was a very extensive vacation that my partner and I went on. We went down a day in advance to just meet up with local friends and see the city before the convention even started. And at that time, like, I hadn't even gone to the con yet, and I was already planning my next trip, essentially, and how many of my friends I should bring along. Whether or not we will return to Fernal Equinox in coming years, I'm not really sure. I don't have a lot of physical convention plans at this point in time. Things are still very much up in the air. I'm definitely going to be focusing on just online cons right now, which CozyCon will be my next planned online convention. That is coming up in May. And then after that is DVS, which was formerly called CoreCon. They did a little rebranding since last year. That'll be in August, I believe. What is that? What is that? Quacky McQuackface? Are you making that sound? Whoa. It's, oh my god! It's like one of those fancy PCs. That is really cool. The fans are running. It doesn't quack, it beeps. Well, it better be liquid cooled. It's floating in liquid. It says NVIDIA 9090 Ti, I think. That's awesome. I love this duck. It's about as loud as my PC, too. It's accurate. We've got a sizable little flock going on here. Time to hydrate the cheetah. Ooh, I didn't even think to look up. I'm surprised that you can, to be honest, but wow, that sure is a pretty night sky. And the clouds are moving, you can actually see them. Imagine a world where ducks are currency. Ducks are money. The duck would be the basic unit of currency, and then the quack would be like cents. I mean, I'm pretty sure you couldn't build a PC like this because it's a duck. Where do you put the games? There's no room. It's just a little ducky. Why does it have two power buttons? Wait, one isn't. Wait, one's the power button, and that's, I think, the restart button. That's pretty clever, actually. Obscure says, I want to flop on the big flamingo pool toy. Oh, where'd the there's the flamingo. There's a flamingo, and there's also a palm tree. It looks like Quackface is getting a little up close and personal with the flamingo. It does look very cute. Pool toys are pretty fun. There was a pool toy, or not pool toy, but there was an inflatables meetup at Vernal Equinox. I did not go to that, unfortunately, because it conflicted with some other things. I've never actually been to an inflatables panel at a furry convention, but I always wondered how they keep the inflatables from being punctured by the suit claws and teeth and such. Well, not so much the teeth, but a lot of suits have hard plastic or resin claws, but I feel like they wouldn't have those panels if there was a possibility of the inflatables being seriously damaged. I think they're a little more tough than I'm actually imagining. Yes, magma duck. It is called Moltres, and it is smoking. It is smoking. This is fantastic. I want to be sitting next to this duck in the pool because you know the water is going to be nice and warm. A duck made of magma, but it doesn't cool off. I wonder what happens if that duck gets close to the PC duck. But, ooh, I wonder if there's a magnet duck. Oh wow, you can actually see that the sun is coming up and the shadows on that back wall are changing. Ooh! Oh, the lights are going off. It is sun up. Obscura says they are pretty thick vinyl, and a lot of times they'll have you take off sharp things, especially badges, like badge clips and that sort of thing. That makes sense. Is that the sun? Why is it coming into view from the bottom? That's really weird. Is that the moon? I'm very confused about where we are. I don't think we're on Earth. I think we might be on Duck Planet. And Duck Planet might have multiple stars and multiple satellites. I'm just saying. Okay, now it's gone. Uh-oh. 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 Oh no! Oh no! Woody's in trouble, everyone. Also, there's a plane. Also, I dipped the camera into the water, and now there is water water splashes on the lens, but I'm pretty sure Woody came into contact with the magma duck and is now on fire. So, as I said, you cannot control the ducks, but nevertheless, drama does occur. There has been an incident. This is Duck Sun. Ah! It won't let me look at the suntan anymore. Suntan lotion. I'm not sure if I'm dipping the camera into water or if it's raining or what. Oh, okay. I thought a plane was going by, but I'm pretty sure it was just the PC duck. Well, hey, if you want to rename Woody to Charcoal, ! Duck name. Oh, so this compound is on stilts. Who built it? And where are we? And will we ever go down the ladder into the vast ocean? Quacky McQuackface had babies! They're so tiny! Little babies! Nature is healing. You know, there can be destruction and death, but also birth and new life. And this duck gets a name. Where? Here we go. Bonfire. Yes. Yes, good. This is fine. I am okay with the events that are currently unfolding. This duck is in mood. Yeah, the fire effects are pretty good. They're better than the fire effects I've seen in some recent games, that's for sure. We got flames and even, like, sparks coming right up through the crown of the duck's head. I'm not sure if I hear the fire crackling or if that's just splashing. It's very hard to hear because of the PC duck. Let's see what's going on elsewhere in the pond. Well, it looks like the magma duck has left the scene of the crime and is still smoldering. Completely unchallenged for the heinous actions which have occurred. And Moss Duck just came down the slide. The duck tube, as it were. Where's Santa Duck? That's great. That is great. I love him. There is a sunken duck. There's also a rock star duck named Kiss. Nice. I can't actually click on the sunken duck. It is at the bottom of the pool, and it is inaccessible. Yes, thank you. Narrowly avoiding a collision. This Santa duck is named Santa. He has a little beard and a mustache. The duck has a beard and a mustache. Why is he wearing his belt backwards? The buckle of the belt should be on your belly, not on your back. Santa, did you get dressed by yourself today? Maybe you should have asked Mrs. Claus to help you. How is the smaller pool doing? So, Quacky McQuackface appears to have lost her babies. 2 of them are over here, and 1 is just kind of hanging out. Where is the gingerbread duck? Gingy. Oh, that's cute. That's a cute little duck. Oh, and it looks like that duck is okay, despite having just collided with the magma duck. And little icing eyes and gumdrop buttons. What a cute little ducky. Yes, I activated the holiday pack, so we will see some holiday ducks. Come on, they're already half a day old. We gotta give them some independence. Yeah, look. This one is just fine. Floating around. These 2 are still unsure, and they're hanging out by the edge of the pool, you know? I wonder if they'll grow into larger ducks. That would be fun. I heard a seagull. I don't see it though. And I still don't know what that is. It is a mystery. I wonder if you can enter console commands to like no clip out into the ocean and get over to that thing, which I believe is an island. I'm going to pretend it's an island. God bless you, Polygon. There he goes. Nico says, just been playing some games recently. That's pretty cool. What games have you been up to? I recently got back into Team Fortress 2. I've been doing a lot of streaming of that with friends in my Discord server. Honestly, I wish I knew more people who actively played TF2, because I would love to play with a bigger group. I really only played solo for a sizable number of years. But when you can party up with folks, it's a lot more fun than I really expected. Having cool people to play online games with is definitely a plus. Because you never know these days. The gamers can be a motley crew, and some not quite as wholesome as others. Apex Legends. Well, that's interesting. I don't really know all that much about Apex Legends. What kind of game is that? Bonfire is still going strong. And I believe you are correct in that We have a strawberry duck with little seeds and leaves on its head. This duck is tasty. I would, ooh! It flipped over and clipped through one of the other ducks, but we're going to pretend we didn't see that.
If you could get me a drink of water.
Oh, the redeems are working. Awesome. Thought they weren't for a second there. Looks like Nico has redeemed the drink command. So, you know what that means. I must take a drink, and everyone else at home, you must also take a drink of whichever beverage that you have chosen to imbibe while watching the stream. Hydration is important. Here we go. I've just got some regular old water here today. I do typically drink water while I am streaming because it is the best for hydration in Fursuit. What is everybody else drinking today? Or if you don't have a beverage with you right now, what do you wish you could have? Mika's got coffee. 2 sunken duck! When did we get a second sunken duck? Where do they come from? What will they do? What secrets do they hold? Oh, yes. This is a classic mallard, and it is squeaky. Unlike the other ducks which quack. Aww. This duck looks a little streaky. Huh. I wonder what that's about. Maybe it's like a vintage duck. Like it's classic, and some of the paint is rubbing off. Nico's got some water. Good choice, good choice. Platinum is drinking some lemonade. Oh, actually, hold on just a sec. I'll be right back. I want to show you guys something. Alright, so the talk of beverages reminded me that when I was at Fernal Equinox, I got, first of all, the dealer's den was huge. It was way bigger than I expected. They didn't actually have an artist alley this year, which I later found out was due to the fact they had reduced staffing. So there basically weren't enough people to run the artist alley. But honestly, I didn't miss it at all because the dealer's den was in this gigantic room. And it took me over an hour to see all of the dealers. There was so much. I think they had over 100. I didn't count specifically. I'll have to check the map and the con book that they gave me. But one of the dealers was a tea vendor called Galaxy Teas, and they sell furry themed teas. And so I got 2 teas to try from Vernal Equinox. One is vanilla chai, and they've got a rather distinct looking non-copyrighted space princess cat. So the vanilla chai has black tea, ginger, cinnamon, cardamom, black and white pepper, clove, calendula petals, nutmeg, and natural flavors. I'm a big chai fan. I love chai. Also, the feline character, of course, appealed to me. So those were contributing factors to me getting that one. And I also picked up the Sleepy Hollow pumpkin chai, which has a little headless, I'm not even sure if you can call them a horseman because there's no horse and no head, so I don't know what species they are, but they are pouring a cup of tea from a little Halloween themed teapot. And this one is black tea with cinnamon, apple and rose hip pieces, ginger, cardamom, black and white pepper, candy, it just says candy, hibiscus and calendula and sunflower petals, clove, nutmeg, and natural flavors. And these were actually the smallest size packages that they sell. They had huge, like this big, that you could get. They had teacups too, and excuse me? Excuse me? Ma'am? What? Did it just deliver? It closed the PC duck. This is a gamer mouse duck. Did it deliver a gamer mouse duck? It did! Because look, the PC duck is up here. A spaceship just arrived and delivered a mouse duck. I'm not sure what to say about that. We're definitely not on Earth. I don't know where we are, but this is a very unique location, to be sure. Mika says, that duck looks like an Africa. Sorry, I was distracted by everything. Which duck are we looking at? Oh, this one. This duck's name is Selena. Oh, I think this is just like generic spotted cat pattern. You know, that fashion pattern that you see online whenever you try to search for cheetah print. That clogs up all of the search results when you try to find cheetah-themed clothing. No, I'm not bitter about this at all. Why do you ask? Yeah, this is a very pretty, sort of leopardy, jaguar-y patterned duck. Yes, Obscura, chai is tasty, though I do know that your chosen flavors are more in the toasted bean variety of beverages. And I have always been disappointed that you can't actually mix tea and coffee. Like, you can, but it doesn't taste good. It feels like they should be able to combine, you know? Because personally, I love the way coffee smells, but the taste of coffee is just, it's just not appealing to me. I can't drink coffee unless it is mixed in with a whole bunch of flavorings and sweeteners and milk and things, as Mika can definitely attest to. Your reverse abduction. What's it called when the aliens abduct you and then they bring you back? Is there a word for that? But it didn't abduct a duck. It just gave one. It installed a duck to watch us and learn our behaviors and assimilate into duck society. Maybe something is going to happen with that duck. Maybe it's going to turn into, like, a duck replicant and eat all the other ducks. Who knows? Coffee is just bean soup. And tea is just leaf soup. So it's all a matter of perspective, really. Nico says, how was your day? My day is pretty good. Weekends are always great because I get to get more rest than I usually do. I did bump the stream back a couple hours from its originally scheduled time because I had a couple more things that I needed to take care of this morning. It didn't get done in time. But I'm glad all you folks were able to come here and check out the stream with all of our wonderful ducks. That's why YouTube is so great, because if you hit the notification, I think there's a notify me button on the stream page, and it will give you a push notification as well as an email, I think, whenever I go live. So that's pretty cool. And of course, subscribing to the YouTube channel, all of that spiel that you're no doubt quite familiar with from all the YouTube creators. Platinum says, I actually thought I missed it when I got the notification. Oh, sorry about that. I hope it doesn't send you notifications when the stream is done. That wouldn't make very much sense. It's been a busy day in Duck World. Night is just falling, and we had babies born. A duck was set. Oh, this is a new duck on fire. Excuse me. Where is Bonfire? So Bonfire is on fire, and there is also this duck called Scribbles, who is on fire. So we have had 2 incidents of arson, a multiple birth. Quacky McQuackface had babies. We had a visit from aliens, and who knows what else. So it's been a really busy day. And weather change. It snowed twice and stopped. I think Scribbles is made of paper. This duck is cute. Despite the fact that it's on fire, it looks like it's got a bunch of children's drawings on it, which is neat. So, if Scribbles is made of paper, and Bonfire is made of wood, maybe there are specific ducks that can catch on fire. That's interesting. These ducks are way more complicated than they might seem. There's a lot going on here. Oh, looks like Nico is heading out. Sorry. Looks like Nico is heading out. Goodbye, Nico. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. Always a pleasure to have you here. Hope to see you next time. I've got to remember to use my chat commands more. Definitely not used to talking as much as I have been today. So I am making liberal use of my hydration. So if coffee is bean soup and tea is leaf soup, you cannot make bean and leaf soup. It's really one or the other. Coffee is also a bean soup that you can have either hot or cold. New duck. This duck is very trippy. It's the little things. It is a hypno duck. I wonder if it will force the other ducks to do stuff. Who knows? All glory to the hypno duck. I understood that reference. Platinum says, while the repainted ducks are always a treat IRL, I have significant respect for remolded rubber ducks. Now, I admittedly don't know very much about rubber duck history or collecting. If you'd like to describe, I would love to learn more about remolded rubber ducks and what you mean by that. Hi, Quacky McQuackface. It'd be cool if you could make this a screensaver. I say, having not used a screensaver in like 15 years. Do people even use screensavers anymore? I'm sure there's a market for them somewhere. It seems strange to think about a time where we didn't turn off our monitors, because in modern times, computers will just go to sleep after a certain amount of time, especially if you've got a laptop. And there was a period where no, you just left your computer on all the time, and if you weren't using it, it would just burn whatever image you had left onto the screen. So we needed to make screensavers. Platinum says, some ducks are not typically duck-shaped. A few are cuboid, and there's one or two that resemble peacocks. One of the weirder ones is a milkmaid duck or something that I'm not sure what it was endowed for some odd reason. Well, I mean, it's not an odd reason. It makes perfect sense. If it needed to be a milkmaid duck, you know, the milk's gotta come from somewhere, right? Hello, Sanner. Sanner, will you bring us presents? I don't think the mallard is looking any worse. I think it's just like this. LED monitors don't burn in as easy as CRTs. That's another contributing factor that I didn't think of. You're right. I really liked the After Dark screensavers. Not After Dark in the modern colloquialism, but there was a suite of screensaver software called After Dark that had like a whole bunch of different screensavers, and one of them, I think their like flagship title, the one that they're most known for, was the Flying Toasters. That was really fun. They also had some cool ones, like a nighttime cityscape with like shooting stars going by, and a guy with a mischievous dog that would run around on your desktop and like dig holes and move your icons around and stuff. And you could set a slider as to how mischievous the dog could be. Like, he wouldn't do a lot of damage, or you could set it all the way up and he would just like make a whole mess of things, and then the owner would be like, bad dog, and the dog would like whine and slink off the side of the screen. Scribbles has been extinguished. Where's Scribbles? Okay, first of all, we've got Duck Skellington. Hi, Duck Skellington. Where's Scribbles? Are you down here? We've got so many ducks, it's so hard to keep track of them. Are you Scribbles? Oh, and Bonfire went out too. Maybe they only burn for a set period of time. Or did it rain? I don't recall seeing it raining. Magma Duck is on thin ice. No more arson. I think Magma Duck can't help it though. It's just in Magma Duck's nature. Oh yeah, what other screensavers were there? There was flying toasters. There was a lawnmower man one. There was like some kind of trivia game that I could never figure out how to actually play the game and get the points. But I just like watched the questions. There were a lot. There were kittens, there were puppies. Quite a few After Dark screensavers. Scribbles. There you are. You gotta stay away from the Magma Duck. Such drama. Well, Thankfully, it can't go back down the tube and wreak even more havoc. Ho, ho, ho. The bonfire is safe for now, while it remains in a different pool. So we better hope that the magma duck doesn't go down the slide again. We told magma that they were extinguished, and then they panicked and got set on fire again. So we just can't bring it up. We gotta keep all the ducks in the dark. Speaking of keeping all the ducks in the dark, well, the lights went out, which I believe means that the sun is coming up once again. That magma duck is just so bright. Oh, and there comes the computer duck. New duck! This one is called Flora and has a bunch of pretty little flowers. I think they're daisies. I'm trying to get to the computer duck. I think somebody needs to clean out the computer duck's fans. They really shouldn't be that loud. It indicates a problem with the computer duck. It might overheat. Gonna have to be careful with that.
You are going into the future.
It would be cool if you could put your own music on the radio, but I don't believe there is actually a way to do that in this game. Hasn't snowed in a while. Maybe it's finally spring. I wonder how much different weather we will get on Planet Duck. So Platinum, I'm interested. If the duck is not shaped like a duck, as you mentioned, for example, ones that are cuboid, how is that still a duck? Is duck like a transitive property? Are you just inherently duck despite the way that you may outwardly appear? What constitutes a duck? Are we all just in various states of duck right now? Existential duckism. Oh, the duck manatee. Or the manatee duck. What if there was a manatee duck? It'd probably be cute. Manatees are very cute. Just those happy little sea cows. Swimming along without a care in the world. Scribbles is about to go down the slide. Maybe. Oh. Whee. That did not extinguish Scribbles, despite the big splash. It doesn't look like they're going to be spending too much time. Yeah, they're back in the main. Scribbles, you better stay away from Bonfire. Oh no! What did I just say? Incident. Incident. Gotta write an incident report. And this time it was Scribbles' fault. You can't even blame Magma Duck. They're on the other side of the pool. Just absolutely terrible. Was the Flamingo Flutie always that close to the edge of the pool? Maybe I'm seeing things. I feel like it wasn't hanging over before, but... And we've got a new duck, which is already on fire. This one is called Hunter. And it appears to be made of plaid. Yeah, the milkmaid duck would have to have some mammal mixed into their DNA. Like the DuckTales ducks. Actually, do the DuckTales ducks have boobs? I don't remember. Probably not, because I know Daisy Duck is not endowed in the Chestular region for Disney purposes. Yeah, you don't want that in your search history. Completely understandable. Has anyone seen the new DuckTales? I have not, but I heard it was pleasantly good. And I know that David Tennant is Mr. Duck. He is the Ductor. Whoa, the alien is back! It's got another duck! It's green! Oh my god! Product placement duck! Fucking gamer duck. I'm gonna bully this duck. I'm gonna throw this duck out of the pool. It's not an Asus duck, it's a Republic of Gamers duck. It's even got the VFD logo on its headphones. Very fanatical duck. And you can't tell me that's not the frickin' VFD logo, because it is. Oh, the ship is back. I see it on the horizon. Oh, we've got a tidy little flock here. We got a lot of ducks. I wonder how many ducks there are. I could look that up, but I won't. Honk. Whoa, the clouds are forming. Whoa! Look at that. Weather. I'm gonna pretend I don't see the texture doing that behind the wall. Video games are hard. It's okay. Yeah, it's still doing that. Alright. No. It did not fix itself. That's okay. I do not see it. We got a new duck coming in soon. Duck imminent. Duck imminent. Come on. Begin the duck countdown. Oh, it would be nice if you could activate a countdown timer to the next duck. It has a little flower pot. Little pea green duck. Who is honking? Bye. A lot of furry OCs in Mugen. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a pretty old one, isn't it? Moddable fighting game. Been around for a while. Yeah, we know how motivated furries are to get their own characters and things, of course. So it stands to reason that there will be a lot of furry OCs. I think, and actually the proliferation of 3D avatars of furry characters has made it a lot easier for folks to put furry OCs in games and in various other applications, because now that furries are into so many VR programs like VR Chat and Neos VR and Chill Out VR and that kind of stuff, and people are actually commissioning or purchasing models of their personas and furry characters to customize. A lot more people have those, and so they can put them into games. I recently saw somebody modding their 3D Fursona avatar into one of the newer Spider-Man games, the Spider-Man Miles Morales ones. It's pretty cool to see how it's just kind of like plug and play. If you replace the model, it pretty much works the same way, which is very neat. I think they had it working for the cutscenes as well as the gameplay, and it looked all right. It looked honestly all right. That was pretty cool. Oh yeah, you should make your own Mugen mod. That would be neat. What would you want to put in it? What would you want it to be? Your persona, your OC, another character, the Riddler man, the Batted man. Well, I'm sure they're already Batman mods for moving. One of my more memorable experiences with it was walking into a public area where people were playing it on a TV, and I look at the screen and there's this fighting game, and Shaggy is fighting like Goku or one of the Dragon Ball Z characters, and I'm like, what the hell is this? And then it was explained to me, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So you can just go online and just get all these characters and make them fight each other. They're like, yeah, that's awesome. And they're like, people are making them and putting them in the game. And I'm like, whoa, that's so cool. You can do that. An electric jackal. That would be really cool. Can you affect, I'm sure you can, if you made it have electrical attacks, that would be super cool. I wonder how you mod that. I'm sure you would know better than I would. Metal Ice Morningstar, hello. Good to see you on the stream once again. We are chilling out and chatting and vibing and relaxing here by the pool. Kicking it back. Having a calm Sunday as we play Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. And as chill and relaxed as it may appear to be, these ducks can get pretty wild. We've had quite a lot of drama befitting a soap opera. There's been so much going on. So we're glad to have you here with us. Oh no, the tutorials. I'm sure it is very complicated. I'm trying to think of games that I've modded. I really haven't made my own mods for too many games. I kind of just... I'm one of those gamers who takes advantage, or not takes advantage, but I appreciate the mods that other people have made, so I will download mods for my games. But as for mods that I myself have made, if it counts, I used to play, if you're familiar with the Pets games for PC, not the ones for the Game Boy. Those are actually different. But the Pets games for PC were moddable, and you could make different animals or creatures, and you could also make your own like coat patterns for the existing ones. Some people took it to the next level, and they would make like completely different characters, like Final Fantasy characters and stuff. That was pretty crazy. So I did a little bit of modding. Hex modding is really hard, or at least it was hard for me to get into it. It probably didn't help that the character I picked to try and model was a very complicated one, so I don't think I had the right skills to be able to effectively bring that to life. But yeah. Modders are a valuable resource, and they are very important to the gaming landscape. I really like it when modders create a mod that improves the quality of life or benefits the gameplay in some way, and then the game creators recognize that and they actually put that feature into the game. That's always very cool when it happens, because it's a sign that the developers are listening to the community and they see what people want, and they're helping make the gameplay better for their audience. if any of these ducks were suggested. Because I do have one DLC pack. It's the base game and the More Ducks Please ducks. So some of these are the ducks from release, but some of them are ducks from the first DLC. So I wonder if any of those were fan-suggested ducks. And I wonder if there is a way to suggest a duck. That would be cool. Yeah! The flamingo was not almost always in the pool. I said that a couple minutes ago. I said that flamingo looks like it's closer to the edge. And now it's like halfway in the pool. The flamingo is coming to join the ducks. Obscura, you should be over the moon about this. The floaty is coming to join the duck party. Okay. We are on flamingo watch. I am not going to move the camera, and we are going to sit and we're going to watch the flamingo enter the pool. Unless something more interesting happens, or the game decides to reset the camera angle, which has been happening. The natural predator of inflatable ducks. The natural predator of rubber ducks, the inflatable flamingo, slowly advances upon its prey. They can silently wait for up to 8 hours for the perfect opportunity to strike. After hunting, the flamingo may not need to eat for several days, depending on the size of its kin. Every moment is crucial. And thankfully, they have a lot of patience. As it slowly gains the trust of the ducks closest to it, it advances bit by bit. Let's see, it did the thing again. Over time, the local ducks become acclimated to the presence of the flamingo, where once they were flighty and nervous by its presence, they've grown accustomed. Unfortunately, it is likely that this complacency will be the downfall for at least one of them. Gently jostled by the local ducks, the flamingo takes the opportunity to inch slowly into the water. The hour is close at hand, and the flamingo will soon make a move. It spots an enticing young duckling and begins to stalk. The flamingo has large eyes on the sides of its head, which require it to turn in order to see its prey. It has a fantastically large visual range and is a surprisingly good ambush hunter. What is Electro? We just don't know. Electro is dark and covered in lightning bolts. They could also be neurons. None of these ducks are in a really good angle for me to observe the flamingo. Maybe the flamingo will make its move at night. Also, I had way more fun doing that than I probably should. Oh, David Attenborough. You've narrated many an educational documentary, providing knowledge to all of us. Oh yeah! Electro is a Spider-Man enemy. I forgot. Oh? Oh, Flamingo's moving a little bit. We have all three of the fire ducks convening on the flamingo. Maybe they're trying to protect the flock. Maybe they're the first line of defense. Oh! Come on. Oh, stop. That was a bad time for the camera to reset. And it's snowing again. Oh, the ducks went out because it's snowing. I saw that. I saw that. The precipitation causes ducks to not be on fire. And I think we're getting some flamingo action. Flamingo is here! And it trapped Polygon. As the first snowfall begins to darken the horizon, the flamingo sees its opportunity and will finally pounce, swallowing up a young, unsuspecting duck. Once safely encased inside of the flamingo's digestive pouch, it can take many hours or even days for the hapless duck to be consumed. Do they feel pain? We do not know. Unfortunately, much of the alimentary process of the flamingo is still misunderstood, and further research is needed. I'm also a bit concerned by the fact that the flamingo seems to be blocking the entrance to the pool. We might get a duck backup if some of these lower level ducks go up the tube and the upper decker ducks can't egress back down into the wave pool. We might get a duck jam. Come on and slam. I wonder if there's a basketball duck. There should be. There should be a sports duck. What's this? This duck is called Rouge and is very fittingly red. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything special about it. It's just a red duck. Poor Polygon. Yeah, I think they're stuck in there. Will they ever manage to escape? Will the flamingo deflate? Who knows? Was the moon always in that phase? I think it was. I wonder if that's the actual moon phase in real life. It would be pretty interesting if they could implement that into the game. Does anyone here know their astronomy? Are these actual constellations? Because if not, that's proof that we are on planet Duck and not planet Earth. I highly suspect that we are in the realm of the ducks. Ooh, if it goes full, we might see a were-duck. I would very much like to see a were-duck. And a duck pyre, or dracuduck, or duckula. A duckula. Definitely a duckula. What other ducks should there be? There should be a duck-o'-lantern. We already have Duck Skellington. There should be a witch duck. Or a mage duck. A duck of wizardry. Frankenduck. Mummy duck? Are those all the classics? What are all the classics? Frankenstein, the Mummy, Dracula, Wolfman, I think, and also the Invisible Man. I'm trying to remember when MGM did their stupid thing and they were trying to revive the classic monsters. And they tried to put, yes, a duck mummy would be a dummy, but there should also be a dummy. They were trying to revive the franchise, and they attempted to make that awful mummy movie with Tom Cruise, and it tanked, and they were like, oh, shoot, okay, this isn't doing well, we're just gonna forget that. The fan duck of the opera. Oop, I'm clipping into the radio.
Al nord è generalmente poco nuvoloso, salvo locali aumenti della nuvolosità sull'arco alpino, dove non si escludono locali più maschi. Jadu Mantara, Jadu Mantara, Jadu Mantara. You are going into the future.
There should be a cat duck. Not like the duck with the feline pattern, but there should be a duck with little cat ears and a tail. There should also be a duck that can fly. Like a real duck. What if they had like a hyper-realistic duck that like went completely against the rubber duck aesthetic of all these other ducks here? That would be pretty cool. That could be the wolf duck. The weird duck.
Ehi mamma, stavolta hai fatto un minestrone caso.
New duck. This one is a duck nut. It is a donut duck with pink frosting and lots of sprinkles. I'm getting hungry just looking at it. I hate this stupid computer duck and how loud it is. Where's the gamer duck? Is it still down here? I love how the gamer duck is still in the wave pool and nobody is getting near it. Oh, the magma duck is. It's probably not gonna catch. Yeah, it didn't catch The baby ducks are still in here, but they're just hanging out. They're not doing anything. Where's the mouse duck? Oh, it makes a clicking sound. I didn't make note of that before. It's double clicking. It would have been interesting if it makes single or double clicks depending on which button you press on the duck. Oh, I forget. Did the gamer duck make a sound? Oh, it's just a normal quack. It should go, "What's up, gamers?" Just kidding. It should not say that. That would be obnoxious. And the sun rises again on another duck day. Or will, momentarily. Hey, how did the magma duck get down here? I'm pretty sure it wasn't in the wave pool, was it? Yeah, this flamingo is definitely clogging up the duck pipe. Stopping the flow of ducks. I'm trying to frame the rising sun so that it's right under the curve of the flamingo's beak. I wonder what those little ducklings are so afraid of. They're just hanging out there by the wall. I wish there was a way to get them to move, but unfortunately, ducks cannot be controlled by human intervention. They are autonomous. And they do no one's bidding. Thankfully, I believe all of our current flammable ducks are safely in the upper pool, while the magma duck is relegated to the lower. So, until it comes up through the pipe, our main ducks are safe. For now. The palm tree floaty. Oh. The palm tree floaty hasn't moved. I suppose that only cements the theory that the flamingo was indeed hunting the ducks. Also, I believe the flamingo is stuck at the entrance to the slide because the slide has a small suction action that pulls the ducks and water down to the lower decks. Even though we don't actually see water running down the slide, as we should. Oh, new duck. What's this one? It's a geoduck. Not that kind of geoduck, but rather a duck that is a geode. That is quite pretty. Look at the beautiful coloration. The lighting and water effects in this game are great, which I'm glad for, because with a game that focuses, with a game that has only one bit of gameplay, which is just rubber ducks floating in a pool, you've got to make sure that all of the aspects are perfect. If you're going to do one thing, you got to specialize and you got to do it well. So the water is great, the lighting is great, the textures are awesome. I think it's definitely successful in that regard. None of the ducks are bleached in the sun, but it has only been, I think, 3 days. Maybe they are made of high quality duck materials. How long would it take a duck to bleach in the sun? I wonder. These pool floaties they might be more likely to bleach than the ducks themselves, but they both seem to be in pretty good shape. Despite getting rained on, snowed on, coming into contact with fire, general wear and tear from the water and being bumped into by other ducks, as well as rubbing it up against the edges of the pool. It's a pretty high quality pool toy. Well made from a quality manufacturer. Though, as the ducks float about in their placid pool, I believe now is a good time for us to leave off. And thankfully, the game does have a save feature, so we can save our pool of ducks and come back to them in the future. I had a really great time playing this game, and I will probably stream more of it in future Shetani Plays episodes. I like this game quite a bit. It is... Whoa, the clouds. Sorry, I'm easily distracted by shiny things. It is quite a fun game. If you are interested, I highly recommend getting it on Steam. It is quite affordable, and like I said, you can buy more DLC if you want to have more ducks and different pools and stuff. I'll have to look into what else is offered in the DLC. And if you are interested in seeing more ducks here, you can of course check out my coffee shop, link of which is down there, or where am I? It is off to that side right there. Ha! And I do have the other DLCs for Placid Plastic Duck Simulator listed there. So for the time being, I will sign off. Thank you all so much for coming by and chilling out and chatting with me on the stream today. As always, if you would like to get notifications next time I go live, as well as when I upload longer form video to YouTube, such as my Cheetah Chat series, just go right ahead and hit that good old subscribe button, and of course the notification bell to get your cool emails and push notifications and whatnot. Should you be interested in following me elsewhere online, here are the links where you can go right ahead and do that. I do try to post before I go live at least 24 hours so that folks have a little bit of a fair warning and notification whenever I'm doing a stream. But they're few and far between these days. The clouds have been deleted. Yes, removal of clouds. So thank you all for coming by and spending a little time with me and the duck flock here on this Sunday afternoon. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you again, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.